Hi. Uh, if you are a busy businessman and if you are having a very great challenge of how to run the business in your absence, then I would say that you should read one book which my mentor Gopal has suggested. That I would call the replaceable founder. You should be in a position to replace yourself. A person who cannot be replaced cannot be promoted as another CEO. Because you have to become a CEO of having running a serial entrepreneur. You should be able to run many more businesses. So this book was suggested by my mentor Gopal Krishnan, and I like this book. I completed it maybe in 15 days. A very small book, of course, very powerful book, which has changed my perception about how to run a small business or an online business. Very powerful, and I thank Gopal for I got it at the correct time. And this comes of basic 13 chapters by the Replaceable founder by Ari Meisel. And the two powerful concepts which CEO has to believe is, number one is the domino effect. I would call the exponential domino effect. You should believe in two things. One is the domino effect. Second is the Sultan of Speed. What is the Sultan of Speed? I will tell you afterwards. So, what is the domino effect? Domino effect is nothing but you might have seen a series of tiles placed at a rate of 1:1.5. And if you keep a series of domino tiles and you just tilt one domino, and you can see the effect falling one by one. So scientifically, it has been proved that if at a rate of 1:1.5, then 18th domino, 180, the 18th domino, exponential 18th domino effect can make fall even the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That is, all the CEOs, maybe Ramani or Bill Gates, they can see the domino effect of the role they are playing. This department where it will fall, that department where it will fall, this department where it will fall. That vision should be very clear, and that is possible until you replace yourself with some other person. Number one, and the second thing is it goes contrary to this brick and mortar model. In this gig economy, where mostly everything is virtual or online business, you can no longer apply the Peter principle. What is Peter principle? Peter principle talks about the work expands to keep the persons available. 3 persons all do the same job. 30 persons also can do 30 persons can also do the same job. So it goes exactly opposite the Peter principle. Okay. So we live in an era of asynchronous communication. What is asynchronous communication? It is not, I would call, a non-immediate, non-urgent response from the receiver. A communication style where there is a non-urgent receiver from that means the communication can wait. It can happen in collision. This go, it moves, it goes, it moves, it moves. So you need not be synchronous. It's an asynchronous communication. For example, I give an email to my subordinate, and she has got a cushion time to reply me, or she gives a voice message. I have cushion time to. I would call it cushion time communication. 80% is a cushion time communication. So in this area, one thing is the Sultan of Speed is automation. You cannot automate. Ari recommends the formula OAO. What is OAO? OAO is, first you optimize your process, then automate your process, then you outsource it. Optimize it, outsource it. You can outsource the customer journey, the leading funnel, how you can have a free members, and after the honeymoon period you can qualify them as a lead, and you can see the funnel, the customer journey. You can see once you qualify them as a lead, then only you can see the customer journey, before, after, during customer journey, until they become a ravaging fan of that customer journey. That is one. You can Um, Customer journey should be outsourced. Similarly, a content journey should be process should be very clear. Content journey process, customer journey process. Content journey process is how do you make a pillar video or a pillar content, how the micro videos will split, and how it will go to different social medias. That should be picturized and flow chart should be made. And a few belief systems is yes. The one thing I like is the email. How do you process your email? That is, you should be in a position to follow the 3Ds. What are the 3Ds? I will tell you that is do, delete, and refer. If your email box should have DD formula. And he talks about two things: 6 levels of delegation. Second is content journey, customer journey, content journey, customer journey, and also OAO. OAO. These are the few things. There are many more 13 things. A podcast also available. You can find out any solo entrepreneur. I would say that this is a must-read book. When you don't have resources to tackle it, you have only two options. One is either to double the price so that you can reduce the dependency of your customers, or you should be in a position to replace yourself with another person. Thank you, Gopal. It was a nice journey, and really I learned a lot from you. Very valuable, very simple book. I would recommend to all the solopreneurs this book. Thank you. Thanks a lot.